All right. Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for tonight's live Javita Opportunity webinar. My name is Blake Chrisman. So excited to be here with everyone this evening. Want to thank all of our team members and teammates for joining us tonight, and for all the new guests that are with us. If you want to take a minute and grab a notebook, pen, and piece of paper, you may see some great information that you want to take some notes on, or you may even have some questions that you may want to write down and get with whoever invited you on tonight to get those questions answered. We're going to go ahead and begin now, though. Again, my name is Blake Chrisman. I'm a director with Javita. Been in the company now about 14 months. Had a lot of success in a short period of time, and I got to tell you, it was no special talent of my own. I had no network marketing experience. In fact, my background was the automotive industry. I was a young entrepreneur. I actually started my first car dealership when I was 19 years old. That business took off very well for me, and my wife and I were able to expand that into 4 dealerships and came into a lot of success in a short period of time. And, through that business, we were able to build our dreams, our $1 million dream home, and we had the boats, the cars, the toys, and everything that you think you could want, especially when you're in your young 20s at an early age. But unfortunately, around 2009, something happened. That recession and financial downturn in the economy really hit the automotive industry very hard. And, we took a look at our business and decided that, we would try to hold on to it as long as we could. And we thought that, if we could come through this recession period, that we would come out on top of it. And I got to tell you, sometimes, your heart gets in the way of your brain because, that was our baby and we had started it from scratch at 19 years old and, we really built it into something big. And, unfortunately, we ended up having to close down one store, and then we finally got down to our original store, tried to hold on to it as long as possible. But in that dealership, we had over $100,000 a month in overhead, and it literally, just ate us alive. And needless to say, we left that business in 2011 completely broke, had lost our home, our cars, our money, everything that, we had saved and tried to put away and planned for was gone. And we were forced to move to Sarasota, Florida, where my parents had actually just semi-retired. And we came knocking and said, look, we don't really have anywhere to go. I know things have looked great, but unfortunately, here's the truth. We've lost it all. And here's where we're at. We need a place to stay. That's how bad things were. And, of course, they took us in with open arms, thank God. And unfortunately, though, tragedy kind of struck our family shortly after that. And right after we moved in, the little 2-bedroom villa that my parents were renting actually at the time caught fire from the neighbor's electrical box, total accident, freak accident. And needless to say, the fire had jumped over into our place, burned everything up. We had lost everything in the fire, and unfortunately didn't have any renter's insurance in place at the time. So, we were left with all of our personal belongings now, forgetting all the money and things that we had lost already to the business. Now all our personal belongings and things that really important to us, pictures and family heirlooms and things like that were gone. And, it was a really hard time on our family. And unfortunately, when you think things can't get any worse, sometimes they do. And about 2 months after that, my stepfather, my mom's husband of 13 years, really great guy, an important person in my life, passed away of a heart attack at 54 years old. And it really, really hit us at the knees. And, it left my mom in a horrible financial position. It ended up, he had no insurance in place at the time because he was in the middle of a career change. And she was stuck with all these medical bills and funeral expenses and not knowing what she was going to do next. And, we were already there as a burden ourselves. And, this was a really tough time for our family. And I don't share it with you for sympathy. I just kind of share it with you to let you know where we were when we found Javita. Because, see, December of 2012, I got a call from a friend of mine in St. Louis, Missouri, who was opening a new car dealership up there. And he had asked me, to fly on up. And it was right before Christmas. He knew that, we were going through some tough times and wanted to help me out, give me some work for a few weeks. So, told me he would take care of my expenses and help me fly up there to train his sales staff. So, I jumped on the plane and went up there, and I wasn't in St. Louis about 3 days when I got a call from my wife. And she says, your mom's lost her mind. And I'm thinking, what could possibly be wrong now? She says, well, she's joined another one of those companies, and this time it's coffee. And I'm thinking, oh, my gosh, you got to be kidding me. I mean, we literally didn't even have a car at the time. The last car we had gotten repossessed. And, I told my mom, I said, how do you plan on marketing this business without a car? I mean, we can't even get out and talk about it without a vehicle. I mean, I don't know what you're thinking. It's right before Christmas. We don't have the money for this. And she had actually went and taken a payday loan to join Javita, and I thought she was absolutely nuts. I tried to talk her out of it, and she wouldn't listen to me. See, my mom had done a lot of network marketing companies before. Unlike myself, I had never done it, but she had, and never really had any success in the business. And it wasn't from lack of effort, because she was a successful businesswoman. She was in the mortgage industry and very successful in that, but never could make it in network marketing. And I later came to find out through Javita that it wasn't from her lack of her effort. It was all the elements just weren't in place for her to have success, and at the everyday person to have success. So here's what happened. 3 weeks later, I came back into town, still disturbed that she had done this. And what I found, though, when I came back into town was that my mom had lost 14 pounds drinking this weight loss coffee. And my wife and I had celebrated the birth of our third child in October, and she had gotten all the baby weight off in this few-week period just drinking this weight loss coffee. And I said, wow, this stuff really works. Well, let me take a look at the business side of it. And I did. And being a former business owner and entrepreneur, I knew what to look for. And when I first saw Javita and really what was in place, I knew that we had something big in our hands. And knowing how big this industry is, we decided to take the ball and run with it, and basically started January of 2013. And I got to tell you, in less than 15 months now, we built a team into almost 1,000 members on our team, and a six-figure income with Javita. And through Javita, we've been able to get back all the things that we lost. We have a beautiful home again. We have cars again, and money, and working towards financial freedom. And I got to tell you, the best part about it is we've been able to help so many people on our team get on that same track and build strong incomes with this business and change their lives health-wise and financially. People are losing weight, coming off of medications, diabetics getting their numbers under control. And I have people on my team that are making several thousands of dollars a month in extra income. Everyday people, stay-at-home moms, school teachers, and it's been a very big blessing for us and for all of our teams. And that's the reason I get so excited to share this opportunity. It really is a life-changing company. In the middle at the top of the screen there, you'll see that's my mom and I receiving our manager award back in July. In our first 3 months and 90 days, we got promoted to the supervisor level, got our BMW car bonus through the company, which was huge for us because, we didn't even have a car, and that obviously helped us get another vehicle in the house. And then 4 months later in July, we got promoted to manager, and just recently got promoted to director, which is one level away from diamond. And we definitely have our eyes set on the goal. And I got to tell everyone that's on here tonight that this is so doable. I mean, the reason I share our story is because if we can do it, anybody can do it, and we're here to help you every single step of the way. And that same picture in the far right in the blue shirt is Mr. Bill Ball, Blue Diamond in the company, and his far left, his beautiful wife, Miss Dawn Ball. They're actually the ones that brought us in and just personally, showed us and mentored us a simple system to really make Javita work for us. And that's all we did is, we followed a simple system, and we followed what they told us to do, and we've had success beyond our wildest imaginations. In the middle of the screen there, or middle of the picture, is Mr. John Harimza, the only black diamond in the company and actually the master distributor of Javita. On the bottom left is my wife and I in our beautiful home in Siesta Key, Florida, and my little girls on Siesta Key Beach where we live now, and my mom and I again on the bottom right. So, I am thankful for Javita, and that's the reason I want to share this opportunity with you tonight. Now, if you've ever taken a look at network marketing, or if you've ever been involved in the industry and, you really didn't have any success, didn't make any money in it, well, the reason is probably the elements weren't in place. As I was sharing with you earlier, my mom had done a lot of things like this before and never made, any money in it. And it wasn't because of lack of effort. Like I said, the elements just weren't in place. Well, when they come together like they have with Javita, I mean, the business just explodes, and it allows everybody on every level, a level playing field, to have success. And that's what's happened here with Javita. Those 5 elements are company, products, compensation, timing and trends, and training and support. In fact, Tim Sales says to have success, you must have a huge and expanding market and a unique and consumable product for repeat sales and commissions. Now, at the top left of the screen, there is Mr. Stan Charlstein, actually the founder, president, and CEO of Javita. And Stan actually came from a company called Rexall. He was with them for 20 years. You probably heard of Rexall Drugs. Well, he was the CFO of that company. And then in 2002, they sold out to an overseas buyer. And instead of relocating with the company, he decided to take his exit package, formed a vitamin and supplement company of his own called Wayora. It's actually our sister company. It's still in business today. But what Stan found with that company was that, with vitamins and supplements, it was going to be hard to become a billion-dollar company because of compliance. And, it's simple. We all buy 30-day supplies of vitamins, and 60, 90 days later, we'll still have half a bottle sitting on our shelf. Well, we're all guilty of it, but it's something, it's not part of our daily routine. We got to put it on our to-do list. We got to remember to take those vitamins and those supplements. But let's face it, none of us ever forget our daily cup of coffee or tea. And that's what Stan found, that if he could put those, vitamins and nutritional things that you need into a consumable product like coffee or tea, he'd have a winner. And that's what he's done with Javita. It was launched in 2011 right there out of our corporate headquarters in Boca Raton, Florida. We actually own that whole building free and clear. Beautiful facility with a lot of room for expansion as we're expanding very fast. We're a 100% debt-free company with a proven management system. The management team in place at Javita has actually been working together 20-plus years. They actually followed Stan from the Rexall days. And we have perfect timing, and that's the most exciting part about Javita. And I'm going to talk a lot more about timing as we get going. But you might be saying, why coffee and tea? Well, it's simple. I mean, coffee's a $120 billion a year industry. Folks, when you add weight loss into that, that's another $100 billion in industry. And now we just launched our Japanese green sencha tea that just came out January 1st. So we're now taking part of the tea industry, which is another $100 billion. That's $320 billion a year in combined industry that we're taking part of. Now, we're not looking to be the next Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. We're just looking to capture 0.5% of that $300 billion market. By doing that, just a 0.5%, that'll make us a billion-dollar company. And I definitely believe that we'll get there because coffee's the second most consumed beverage on the planet next to water. It's the second most traded commodity next to oil. Billions of cups are consumed daily worldwide. And unlike any other product, people will be drinking coffee and tea the rest of their lives. I mean, I got to tell you, over the last 15 months, I've now stood in front of rooms of 5 to 500 people, and I'll ask a question. Raise your hand if you had your daily cup of coffee or tea today. And I got to tell you, folks, 90% of the room always raises their hand. But then I'll ask another question. Raise your hand if you ever plan on quitting drinking coffee or tea anytime soon. And I got to tell you, folks, I've never had anybody raise their hand in any of those rooms and any of those meetings that I've done. And that's no coincidence. It's because it's part of our lives. It's not on our to-do list. It's on our routine list. It's part of something that we wake up and do every single day without thinking about it. And coffee and tea drinkers, they don't have to think about it. It's something that they're always going to do for the rest of their lives. In fact, if you've ever tried to quit, you probably got headaches and you got tired and frustrated. If you had a spouse, you probably said, please run and get your cup of coffee before you drive me crazy. Well, that's what we're taking part of with Javita. I mean, we're just asking people not to change their lives and their routines, but just changing their brand of coffee or tea, something that they're doing already every single day, but changing their brand to a better brand with Javita. Now we have a unique product strategy, a naturally healthy, estate-grown South American coffee, and an award-winning Japanese green sencha tea. It's actually infused with all natural herbs, 100% chemical-free, kosher certified, and gluten-free, and it actually comes in a gourmet instant coffee and tea single-serving instant packet. And I love that because it's convenient. I mean, our members and customers love this because they can take it with them anywhere they go. I mean, Javita goes with you to work. It goes with you when you travel on vacation, to the gym. Anywhere you go, Javita goes with you. In fact, my mom this past November went out to Las Vegas for a meeting, and she said she made a cup of hot Javita coffee right there on the airplane. I said, well, it's got to be the only coffee, I guess, that you can make on the airplane, right? And you're losing weight while you're flying, so that's amazing. Now, the instant coffee market actually makes up 40% of the total coffee market in the United States, 63% of the market in Europe, and 80% of the market in Asia. And I love those numbers because we're on all of those continents. And the instant coffee market is actually growing to become a very big part of this coffee world. And, I got to tell you, even Starbucks today has their own instant coffee blend right at the checkout counter because they know that, we're an economy on the go, always looking for the next convenient thing, and they know how big that industry is becoming, so they want to take their share of it. And I got to tell you, Javita does not taste like your instant coffee that you're probably used to in the past. I mean, it is truly a fine grind South American blend, and I got to tell you, we even have what we call coffee snobs. And I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody, but you know who I'm talking about. The ones that they roast their own beans, they grind their own beans, and the thought of instant coffee just repulses them. Well, they're drinking Javita now, and they love it. I mean, because it really tastes like a fresh brewed cup of coffee. Now, in 2011, Javita was launched with the Energy in Mind product, and it's actually, was just a better cup of coffee for you. It's got some great herbs in it, gotu kola, bacopa minori, and a little bit of green tea extract for sustained energy, and it helps with alertness, mental clarity, and short-term and long-term memory. And you got to know that the product works because I've been drinking it now for almost 15 months, and I would never remember those herbal names if I wasn't drinking it, right? Because those are some weird names. But here's what I got to tell you. When they launched the product, it was doing okay. They were doing about $60,000 a month in sales, which is respectable, but not for a company of Javita's size. And here's the thing: it just didn't have that jazz and that appeal, that it needed. Now, Energy in Mind, it's a great product. We still carry it. It's actually had some great testimonials from it. People coming off of ADHD medications, young children actually taking this and putting it in their hot chocolate and coming off of all those Ritalin and Adderall, those ADHD meds that are really bad for kids. We have adults that are coming off of antidepressant medications, anti-anxiety medications. But here's the thing. It didn't have the jazz and the eye appeal that Burn and Control weight loss coffee did. And that's the thing. I mean, when you say weight loss coffee to people, their eyes light up. It sells itself. Everybody wants to know more. And that's what happened. Javita launched Burn and Control weight loss coffee in 2012, and it blew the lid off the company. And when I joined about 15 months ago, they had just released this product. And here's what I can say. When we joined, they were doing a little over $100,000 a month in sales. 1 year after we joined, in December of 2013, I watched the company hit $2.5 million monthly sales. I mean, folks, to go from 100,000 to 2.5 million, that shows you how fast this company is moving. It's growing by leaps and bounds, and it's because of this product. I mean, weight loss coffee and tea, need I say more? It's got the best catchphrase in the world, right? But the product is amazing. It works. It gives you high energy. It burns fat and calories, and it controls appetite, and it does that through two main ingredients. The first one being yerba mate, which actually boosts metabolism, and it increases your caloric burn rate, suppresses appetite, stimulates mental focus and clarity, and it aids in oxygen delivery to your heart and muscles. So if you like to exercise or work out, you know that muscle recovery is the key to a successful workout. Well, this product will actually help you with that. Now, the key ingredient, the Dr. Oz ingredient, the one that Oprah and Jennifer Lopez and all the stars are talking about, is the Garcinia cambogia. This is the game changer. I mean, it reduces appetite also, but the thing that it does special is it blocks an enzyme in your body, preventing the carbs and sugars and fatty foods that come in every day from being stored as fat in your liver. Now, the way Dr. Oz explains it on his show is that when the body runs out of fat coming in because you're constantly burning it, it starts to burn the stored fat off in your liver. Now, here's the thing. Not only are you constantly burning fat, but you're starting to burn that stored fat off, which is causing you to lose weight. But the best part about it is because you're constantly burning the fat coming in, not only are you going to lose weight with this coffee, but you're going to maintain your target weight once you get there. And that is the thing that sets us apart from the rest. I mean, let's face it, all diet plans have something in common. They are all miserable, right? I mean, they're miserable, they're costly, they're complicated, and that's the reason that, people will have success on them, but as soon as they get down to their target weight, they run back to their original lifestyle because they were so miserable while they were dieting. I mean, they had to change everything about their life, their eating habits, their workout habits, their sleep habits. Everything they did had to be, or in their everyday life, it had to be different. Well, with the Javita coffee, you're not changing anything except your brand of coffee. And watch the weight roll off. And not only that, watch yourself maintain your target weight. And that's the beauty of this. You're not changing your lifestyle. You're going to continue to drink coffee the rest of your life. Thus, you will always maintain that target weight that you want to be at. Now, the next product that we just launched January 1st, we're very excited about it, is our Lean and Green weight loss tea. And this is going to be huge. I mean, we've already seen the numbers shoot through the roof already just in a few short months that it's been out. And I know that it's going to be a tremendous product on the marketplace. Now, the weight loss tea, the Lean and Green, it actually reduces appetite also. It cuts cravings. It burns the belly fat. But here's a key thing. It balances the blood sugar in your body. Now, it does that through something else that we've added to it. Gymneme sylvestre. It's actually a natural sweetness inhibitor. It promotes appetite suppression also, but it actually blocks the sugar absorption in your body, helping balance your blood sugar levels. Now, it still has, the Dr. Oz ingredient, the Garcinia cambogia, but adding the Gymneme sylvestre has been a huge thing because here's what we found. Over the last 14 months, we've watched tons of testimonials coming from the diabetic community. I mean, type 2 diabetics that are coming off of medication completely, type 1 that are taking less insulin, and their numbers finally getting under control. My father was actually one of them. Type 1 who was insulin dependent, had to have the shot and the pill on a daily basis, but could still never get his numbers under control. Well, we started giving him the weight loss coffee, the burn and control, and his numbers have been perfect ever since. And it's been a huge blessing, for our family, because if you've ever known someone that's diabetic, it's hard when their mind and their energy level and everything just goes up and down throughout the day based on their sugar levels. Well, all those testimonials that came from that coffee, I mean, they're amazing. And I know that we're going to have so many more now with this lean and green tea, with that added Gymneme sylvestre ingredient. So we're excited about this product. And that is the beauty of Javita. It's 3 simple but amazing products. We don't have a whole range or catalog of products. We have 2 coffees, one that makes you skinny, one that makes you smart, and then we now have green tea, which makes you skinny too. So, that's the simplicity of it and the reason that we're having the success that we're having. Now, Dr. Oz talks about Garcinia Cambogia on his hit TV show, where he calls it the holy grail of weight loss without diet or exercise. And I would encourage you to get on the phone with, whoever invited you on today. Get on their My Javita website and check out the Dr. Oz segment, from his show, where he shows how the Garcinia changes your body composition, how it balances, the fat in your body, how it burns the fat, how it balances the blood sugar levels. It's an amazing video segment. And I got to tell you, it's like the Oprah effect. I mean, Dr. Oz started talking about Garcinia about 2 months after we released the Bird of Control coffee, and it really blew the lid off this thing because, when Dr. Oz starts talking about something with the billions of followers that he has, you can imagine what that's done for our company. So we're very thankful for that. But the backbone of Javita has really been our 3 and Free program. Now, I always say if you go to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts with 3 of your friends, they're probably not going to give you a free cup of coffee, right? But here's the thing. Javita will. Well, why? Because we know that word-of-mouth advertising is the best and biggest form of advertising that there is. But what we also know is that our coffee and our tea will actually take 3 to 5 pounds off a woman in the first week, 7 to 10 pounds off a man in the first week. And let me tell you something, folks. When you can kind of take that kind of weight off somebody, with just a cup of coffee or tea, it's amazing what begins to happen. They start to talk. I mean, people start to notice. And when they're at work or they're out at the hair salon or nail salon or around their family and friends on the weekends, those people are noticing, hey, you look great. What are you doing? Well, when they say I'm drinking weight loss coffee or I'm drinking this new weight loss tea, well, they want to know more about it. Well, the next question that comes up is, where do I get it? Well, we know that. So what we've done is now anytime a customer just buys product off any of our member websites, we actually give the customer a free website of their own and the ability to get their product for free. See, now all they have to do is, well, hey, let me tell you where you can get it. You can actually go right to my site that the company gave me. And actually, by the way, when you get 3 people to refer them to your site, you get your product for free. So all you have to do as a customer is get 3 friends to buy coffee and your product's free the very next month. Well, the beauty of this is we now have customers that are out losing weight, feeling good, getting extra energy, and they're telling other people about it. They're getting customers now of their own. And here's what's really exciting. If you're the business partner and member in Javita, and those are your customers, you're getting paid on all of that free product. Even the 3 and Free ones. All those customers you're getting paid on. And the other exciting part is, as a member and partner in Javita, you also have access to the 3 and Free program. Same thing. When you get 3 customers, your product's free the very next month. And I got to tell you, Javita, I think, is the best coffee on the planet, bar none. But it definitely tastes better when it's free every month, right? So definitely take advantage of this 3 and Free program. Now, the other goal that we have is when you join us as a business partner and member, we want to help you become a star. And what this is a program that we have that allows you to have extra income through our Star Bonus program. And all you have to do is simply find 3 people that see the opportunity like you do, and when they join you within the first 30 days as business partners, you become a star in the company, and you now share in the Star Bonus pool, which is 2% of net North American sales that we take, and we shave it off the top every single month, and we divide it among the stars in the company. And this is just one of the 10 ways that we get paid. And not only that, just by enrolling those first 3 people, you'll earn anywhere from $100 to $250 per person on top of that. So just through becoming a star in your first 30 days, you have the ability to earn $1,000 or more in income. And, that is our goal at Javita. We want to help the members put money back in their pocket immediately, because what we know is that creates excitement. When people start to get paid and they start to put cash back in their pockets, they get excited. And that excitement promotes their business. It helps grow their markets. And here's the thing. This business is built on simple duplication. And here's what I found. Those 3 people that join you, they want to do the same thing. Everybody wants to get that star bonus. So when they go out and find their 3 so they can become a star, you become a star builder. Now you get a free iPad from Javita just as a little token of appreciation from the company. But, when you do this, you're really set up to have success. You've earned over $2,000 or more in bonuses, and watch what happens next. When those 3 get their 3, you've unleashed the BMW car bonus. And, I got to tell you, 15 months ago when I took a look at this, I told my mom, I said, we're going to make a lot of money with this. It's weight loss coffee and weight loss tea. This is going to be huge. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? But, don't count on that BMW thing. You probably got to hit like triple, quadruple diamond to get that. Well, we did it in 90 days with no car. So it's definitely achievable. And here's the exciting part. We've now given away 8 BMWs on our team alone just this past year. And that's, 8 out of the 1,000 people probably that have taken part of this program throughout the whole company. And I got to tell you guys, it's very exciting when you can help people drive BMWs around for free. I mean, this is an amazing bonus program. And people have now done it in less than 90 days. I mean, we've had people do it in 2 weeks, 30 days, 60 days. There's no time limit on it. You can do it as fast as you want, or you can take your time doing it. But here's the thing. Javita's not going to show up at your front doorstep with a brand new BMW and a red ribbon around it. Obviously, we wouldn't be very successful if we did that. But what we will do is start paying you $400 a month at that supervisor level, all the way up to $1,000 a month at the black diamond level towards the purchase, lease, finance, however you want to buy it. BMW, 3 years older or newer, BMW motorcycle, or Mini Cooper. See, you go out, you buy the car. Like I said, you can finance it, you can lease it, however you want to do it. It's regardless of how much your payment is because, see, Javita sends that money direct to you every single month. So, let's say you get to the director level, which is where my mom and I are right now. We collect $600 every single month. Now, say you want to go out and get the $399 lease promo that BMW is advertising right now. You could put $200 a month in your pocket every single month. Or it can cover your insurance payment. However you want to use that, it's totally up to you because, like I said, they'll pay it direct to you. And I got to tell you, folks, if you're sitting there looking at it right now going, well, I don't like BMWs, or I'm happy with what I got, or I just bought a new Mercedes, whatever it is, you could take the cash option. Javita will give you the option to take the cash bonus. But I would encourage everyone to go out and get the BMW when you get to this level. And you will get there. It's very achievable. And I've watched what happens after people go and get the BMWs. Their markets explode. I mean, it's proof of success in their industry, in their local market, and their business just goes through the roof when they start lining up BMWs outside that say paid for by Javita on it, because it shows, the level of success that the everyday people are having in this company. So that's very exciting. Here's a quick snapshot of some of our BMW Club members. I'm excited to say that there's a few people right there on that screen that are on my team, and that makes us proud as leaders to be able to help people, achieve the success and take part in this program. Now, the next way that we get paid is the Team Development Infinity Bonuses, or TDIs as we call them in Javita. And what this does is, it now allows you not only to get paid on your efforts, but on the efforts of your team. So once you start to build an organization with Javita, you're not only going to get paid for what you do, but every time your team goes out and works and talks to people about Javita, you get paid too. See, here's what happens. When you join Javita, you come in at the associate level. Well, as you go and find your 3 people and get to that star bonus, you're going to quickly become a consultant. We just had Lynn Spencer got it, I believe, in 5 days. Eric Olson out of Kansas got it in his first 2 weeks. Most people will do this in their first couple weeks, 30 days at the most. But once you hit that level, you've now unleashed these TDI bonuses, and you're now getting paid not only when you sponsor someone into the business, but anytime anyone in your downline sponsors someone else into the business. See, most companies pay a 2 or 3 level override. Well, Javita pays all the way to infinity. I mean, as far down as your organization can go, if you're the upline consultant, supervisor, manager, wherever you are, you still get paid. And I'll give you an example. I mean, we just hit the director level. We get $95 anytime someone joins anywhere in our team. Well, I got to tell you, folks, we had 105 new business partners join last month alone, 392 customers. But, here's the exciting part. Most of those 105 business partners I've never met, I've never talked to. I didn't work with them. I didn't go out and really work hard for this money. I mean, they're joining in other markets. They're coming in from California and Virginia and Texas and Delaware. The whole D.C. area is really exploding for us. because our organization's now grown all over the United States and it's been going international very fast. But see, here's the thing. We have leaders in those markets that are helping those people, and we'll connect with them on Facebook, excuse me. We'll give them a call, let them know we're here to help them. But we didn't really do any work, but we still get paid because we're the upline director. Well, I mean, do the math. That adds up to be a lot of money very fast. And it goes all the way up to $100 at that diamond level. Now, these bonuses get paid out every single week. Every Monday is payday in Javita. And here's the other exciting part. On the 18th, we get paid also. So we have 5 paydays a month. I mean, and here's the thing. If the 18th falls on a Monday, it's double cha-ching payday. It's really exciting. I mean, most people hate Mondays. When you come into Javita, you'll learn that's your most favorite day out of the week because that's when we get paid. You can have this money direct deposited right into your bank account or on your Javita Visa card, whichever you prefer. Now, the next thing, next way that we get paid is what really attracted me to network marketing. It's the residual income. I mean, I call it the Elvis Presley money. You could call it whatever you want. He's one of my favorite artists. But, here's the thing. Elvis has been dead since August of 1977. But he made $30 million from the grave last year. Well, how did he do it? Because he was a great artist. And when he was alive, he made some great records and movies. And, every time they get played today, his family gets paid. Well, I got to tell you, most of us don't have Elvis's talent, right? I mean, I know you do not want to hear me sing positively, but, most of us are working that 9-to-5 job world. We're putting away for Social Security and retirement funds and 401ks, and we're hoping that that'll grow or stay in place as it is. And we just don't know with everything going on in the economy these days. But with Javita, we have the ability to get paid anytime someone makes a cup of coffee. And that's the beauty of it. People are always going to drink coffee for the rest of their life. So, give you a couple examples. I mean, the money that I'm going to show you right now doesn't include any of the bonuses that we talked about tonight. That's TDI bonuses, the car bonuses. This is just off people making cups of coffee. Well, let's say you joined Javita. You came in at the associate level. You went out, found your first 3 people. And let's just say that, you decided that was enough for you. And those 3 people, let's just say they didn't do anything but drink coffee. Well, just on those 3 partners drinking coffee, you'd have about $300 a year coming in the rest of your life. I mean, not a lot of money, right? You might buy a couple steak dinners, but hey, you didn't do a lot of work. But let's just say that you could help those 3 go find their 3. And let's say that those 3 found their 3. Let's say that you could get 81 people. I mean, this happened for us in our 3rd month. And see, here's what happened. We had a party at our house. We invited a bunch of people over to share this new cup of coffee with them. And here's what happened. 5 people got started with us. Well, that was all that we knew. But here's what happened. Those 5, they knew people. They knew 3 that knew 3 that knew 3. So in our 3rd month, our organization had grown to 81 people and an extra $13,500 a year in income. Folks, that's extra $1,100, $1,200 a month. I mean, that is a game changer for a lot of people. I know that was life-changing for us because it allowed us to quit the jobs that we were doing and focus on Javita full-time because we knew no matter what, that money would come in every single month because people were not going to stop drinking coffee. And, I also call it the couch money because you could literally sit on the couch every single month for a full 30 days and never talk to anybody, but people are still going to get up in the morning and make their coffee. And if you're in Javita and those are your people, you're still going to get paid. I mean, the numbers get huge and even bigger all the way down. We don't even show past 10 levels on the screen, and Javita pays all the way up to 15 levels, which is second to none in this industry to have 15 levels of residual income. And, guys, I got to tell you, 15 months into it now, I mean, we've watched this grow and grow and grow. We have almost 1,000 partners on our team, and it's come into a 6-figure income with over half of it being in residual. And like I said, we found 5 people. 5 people have turned into almost 1,000 business partners because that's the beauty of network marketing. It's not about who you know. It's about who do they know, and then who does that person know, and it really starts to spread like wildfire, especially when you have a product like weight loss coffee, something that everybody wants and everybody drinks and everybody needs. Now, the timing of Javita is really exciting. That's the best part about this company. I mean, you see some of those companies at the top of the screen, Amway, Mary Kay, ACN, billion-dollar companies. And let's face it, they're great companies with great products. They've really made a mark on the industry. But here's the problem. If you were to join one of them today, you'd probably find that there's really no room for growth with them. I mean, they've hit the ceiling. They've done $1 billion in sales. You really can't write your own story with those companies. But, chances are if you had joined one of them when they were at the stage that Javita is in right now, you'd probably be set for life along with your kids and their kids and their kids because it is a willable business you can pass on to your family. Now, Javita is really in what we call the sweet spot right now. I mean, we have hit the momentum stage. We just broke 2.5 million in December. I think we're going to break 3 million this month. But where we're headed is what they call critical mass. And experts say you want to join between momentum and critical mass, because when it happens is when a company hits critical mass, the sales will tend to go vertically up on into the $100 million mark and then on into the $1 billion mark. And you really want to position yourself in that sweet spot so that you can override all that success. And, here's the beauty of Javita. The company is still so young and so fresh, even at $3 million a month in sales, that we still have markets that have no presence of Javita in them. I mean, you could really pioneer your own market with this business. I mean, you could plant your flag in your local town, city, wherever you are, and really have that whole market to yourself. And that's what's really exciting. That is the beauty of a ground floor, ground level opportunity. I believe we're headed into that critical mass stage within the next 6 months with the launch of our green tea that just came out. So the time to join is definitely right now. You definitely want to take advantage of this. And let's face it, time is money. I mean, how many times have you heard someone say, man, I wish I'd have bought stock in that company when it was a IPO, or I wish I'd have joined that company when they first came out. We'd be set right now. Well, that is the kind of opportunity you have right now with Javita, folks. And we're definitely going to get there because we're a solid debt-free company with a proven management system, a universal product in a huge market. It's coffee, it's weight loss, it's tea, it's a no-brainer, outstanding lucrative compensation plan, and a proven system and leadership training. And I got to tell you, that's another one of the exciting things about Javita is the leadership that's in place. I mean, 15 months ago, Bill and his wife, Dawn, sat down with us when they were just starting off themselves and showed us, really how to have our first party and invite people over to try coffee. And it's turned into a system that we've followed of theirs that's turned into 1,000 business partners. And they've helped us every single step of the way. And now we're doing that same thing with everybody on our team. See, my mom had been in other companies like this before where they would kind of give her a pat on the back, congratulate her when she joined the company and say, hey, good luck. You're now in the telecommunications industry or in the energy market or whatever it was. But she had no idea of what she was supposed to do next. And, that's not right. Here at Javita, when you say yes, that's when our job starts. We want to help you every single step of the way because when you succeed, we succeed. And that's the beauty of network marketing. We want to help get you on the right track immediately. We'll help you get your 3 and free, help you get to that star level, host your first party for you, come over, work with you right in your house and show you how to build this into, a lucrative business for you very, very fast. Now, the next thing is a testimonial. And out of the thousands of testimonials that, we have in Javita, I'm going to share with you real quickly Katie Sawyer's testimony because I've met Katie actually in my local market here in Sarasota. She lives in Sarasota, Florida. She's been in our business now since April of 2013. And what happened was just before joining Javita, Katie took her daughter to a theme park called Busch Gardens in Tampa, Florida. And at the time, Katie was very overweight, and her and her daughter had waited like 3 hours to get on the front row of this roller coaster. You know how the front row always has the longest line because everyone would sit on the front row. And by the time they got up there and tried to get in, unfortunately, the ride attendant had to come over and ask Katie to exit the ride for safety reasons because she couldn't get the safety harness down. And by the way, I have her permission to share this story. And the thing is, it was a Saturday afternoon. There was a lot of people there, and they were saying some nasty things, and people were booing and yelling and clapping, and it was embarrassing. And her daughter looked up at her and said, Mom, I didn't want to go on that ride anyways. Let's just go. But she said that broke her heart, and it told her right then that something had to change. And, it wasn't that Katie hadn't tried before. She had done diets. She had done all the fitness plans, and she had lost weight. But the weight always came back on because, she was miserable while she was on those diets. And she'd go back to that original lifestyle like we talked about earlier. The weight always came back. Well, she went a couple weeks later. A friend of hers, Robbie, invited her over to his house for a cup of coffee. And she went over there with her husband, Dave. And, she was sitting there thinking this would be a great product for long-term weight loss. Well, her husband was sitting next to her thinking, Katie, you could really do this business, in your spare time. And Katie was teaching preschool at the time. And she said, yeah, maybe you're right. All I got to do is share a cup of coffee with some friends and family. And if that's all it takes, then yeah, I'm in. So they joined at the end of the night. And here's what happened, folks. 3 months later, Katie wasn't teaching preschool anymore. Let's just put it that way. Became a supervisor in the company, got her BMW car bonus, was able to quit that preschool job, do this full time because the income had gotten to be so substantial. And not only that, she now has one of the fastest growing teams in Javita. She's a huge part of our organization and has one of the best teams that is on my organization myself, and I'm very, very proud to have her be a part of that. And, I know that she's going to be one of the next diamonds in the company for sure. But here's the best part about the whole story, folks. To date, almost 1 year later, Katie has lost 80 pounds with Javita. 80 pounds, folks, drinking weight loss coffee and tea. And here's the thing. I mean, Katie will tell you that the first 40 pounds came off just changing her coffee to Javita. Just drinking a couple cups of coffee every day, she was able to get those first 40 pounds off, with the coffee. But here's the thing. Once she got the 40 off, it inspired her to start making some lifestyle changes, to change her eating habits a little bit, and to start exercising a little bit more. And the other 40 came off. So a total of 80 pounds altogether. Guys, that's what it's all about. I mean, when you can change people's lives like that with a cup of coffee or tea, the success, the money, all that, it's just bound to follow. So that's why when we say at Javita that we're changing lives one cup at a time, we mean exactly that. So, I mean, that is what it's all about. Thank you, Katie, for letting me share, your story today with everyone. We appreciate it, and we know that you're going to be, like I said, one of the next diamonds in the company. I've been so proud to watch you grow with this business and become such an amazing leader to your team. And, we're excited to watch your business grow beyond belief every single day. So thank you for letting us share that. Guys, if you're ready to get started, there's two ways to be a part of Javita. You can either be a preferred customer, meaning, you just want to drink the coffee or tea, or if you see it as a business opportunity like we did 15 months ago and you want to become a partner, there's three ways to get started as a partner in Javita. Now, the first package I really don't talk a lot about. It's a $99 starter pack. The reason I don't talk about it is because it doesn't include any of the bonuses that we've been talking about tonight, those TDI bonuses, the BMW, the iPad, the star bonus, and that's a big way of how you get paid when you first start off. You don't want to really limit yourself to the income potential with that package. So what I would say, if you're thinking about that, become a customer for right now. Start drinking the product, and when it's financially feasible for you, join at one of the business levels, because that's really really where you want to position yourself to take full advantage of all 10 streams of income that we have with Javita. Now, that first package is a $4.99 business pack, and with this, you're going to get all access to the whole back office suite, access to all the income possibilities, every stream that we have, every bonus option that we have. You get everything with this package. 3 personal websites that are absolutely 100% free, no monthly maintenance fees, no hosting fees. Guys, that's amazing. We have people that are leaving other companies right now, coming over to Javita, and they tell me every day, I mean, we paid ridiculous amounts of money for our website every month with our other company. And, it's sad to say, but the dirty little secret of network marketing is there's companies out there that make more money on those websites than they do their own product. That's crazy. With Javita, we want to give you everything you need to succeed for free. I mean, we don't want you spending another dollar in this business, and we don't even need your $4.99, but here's what it's about. It's about getting product out into your market right away, because that's how this business grows. And so you're going to get 14 boxes of coffee or tea, or a combination of both, however you want to do it, with this package. And what you want to do is take 4 of them right away and set them aside. See, this is what my mom did when she first joined. She set 4 aside because they ended up being free anyways. We wanted to have some for personal use for ourselves and samples to pass out. But what she did, she went out right away within her first 2 days and sold those other 10 boxes. Actually, within 24 hours, she did it at $45 a box. Got $450 back on that $4.99 right away. And, now we have most of our members doing this in their first week, 2 weeks at the most. I mean, the coffee really sells itself. And what most people will find is they end up reordering product within the first week or two. Now, here's the thing. If you don't want to order product and have it on inventory in your house, you don't have to. I mean, that's another beauty of Javita. We have people that are leaving other companies, like I was saying earlier. The other thing they tell me all the time, besides the websites, is they had garages full of product that they couldn't sell with these other businesses that they were in. Well, with Javita, I mean, I got to tell you, we've been in now for 15 months. We sold those initial, 10 out of the 14 boxes. To date, we haven't inventoried any coffee except the 4 boxes that we order for our own personal consumption every single month. Yet we override about $100,000 a month in coffee sales. See, it all goes to our virtual cafes and our members' virtual cafes. You don't have to have inventory in this business. But here's what happens. When you get those 10 boxes out into the market right away, when you go sell those initial 10, those are going to come back as long-term customers and business partners, because now you have 10 people that have boxes with your name on it that are out losing weight, getting more energy, feeling good, coming off medication, creating new testimonials all over the place, and talking about your product. So let me let you think about this. if you could have more product into the market initially right away with your name on it, which means more people losing weight and feeling good and coming back as more customers and partners, wouldn't you want to do that? Absolutely. So the fastest way to really grow this business is this $9.99 Elite Pack. The Business Elite Pack has really become our most popular package. And it's not because it's $9.99, it's because it's more product out into the market. Because instead of those 14 boxes, you're going to get 34 boxes. Same thing. We recommend you take 4, set them aside for personal use and samples, but take the other 30 and sell them at $45 a box. That gets you $13.50 back on your $9.99 right away. Now, not only is it a better return on investment, but those 30 boxes are now out into the market with your name on it, and those are going to come back more customers and more partners, and your business is going to grow a lot faster. Now, I got to tell you, both packages, you get the same access to all the bonuses and income potential, the same back office suite. All the websites are included in both of these. And, what I would say is if you're looking at the Elite package and you're thinking, if I join at that level, it's really going to put a strain on me financially. Well, then join at the $4.99 level. But here's the thing. Position yourself with one of these business packs because that's where you want to be to take access to all the streams of income that we have with Javita. The $9.99, the Elite package goes a little bit faster than the $4.99, but either one of those is really where you want to be. Now, the next thing is helping you launch your business. And the first thing we say is get public on Facebook right away. Go on there. I just started drinking weight loss coffee and it tastes delicious. Or I just found out about weight loss coffee and tea and it tastes great, or it's amazing, however you want to put it, but just a short, simple phrase like that and watch what happens. I mean, I had a lady that joined our business about 3 weeks ago on a Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. She joined right there at 3 o'clock. I told her, I said, get on your phone right now, on your smartphone, post this, and let me know what happens. Well, she called me at 8 o'clock that night, all excited, screaming and yelling. I said, what's going on? She goes, look, I got 11 responses already in the last 5 hours. 2 of them are already becoming preferred customers, and 2 of them are already becoming my first business partners. I mean, folks, watch how fast this goes for you. Facebook's huge. There's 1 billion people on there. It's social media. It's free. It's the biggest thing going. You definitely want to take advantage of this. And I got to tell you, I've watched people get that star bonus or get their 3 and free just off posting on Facebook. Now, the next thing is launching your business through the Java Party system. And, that's the fastest way to grow your business. We want to help you do this. And all you're going to do is schedule your party right away with whoever invited you on today. And tell them you want to book your party. We're going to come over to your house, share this opportunity with everyone. And all you're going to do is invite all your friends over for a cup of coffee. Just tell them to come over, try your new weight loss coffee and tea, and watch how fast your business explodes. Now, we have a lot of other tools and webinars and events like what we're doing right now that you can take part of. For all the people that out of town that can't come over to your house, we can get them on one of these live opportunity webinars and expose them to Javita right away. And get involved in the 3 and free program. Get your product for free. I got to tell you, it's exciting to know that 75% of the 1,000 partners on my team get their product for free every single month, folks. And the next thing you want to do is repeat that process with everyone that joined you and watch how fast your business will grow from there. Guys, that's the end of the presentation. Thank you so much for having me on here tonight. Get with whoever invited you on. Get started tonight. Get me on a 3-way call. I'd love to meet you over the phone. Love to help you get your business started. I'll see you at the top.